Welcome back to the See Y'all Life. You know, some weekends as living boards are full of fun and adventure, but more often than not, our weekends are full of gathering with friends, cooking some meals, and plenty of boat tours. In today's video, we're going to share with you what a typical living board weekend looks like. Plus, we have some special guests this week, ones you don't want to miss. So stay tuned.
Project day here on a beautiful Sunday in San Diego. It's actually not so beautiful, so it's perfect for projects. A little overcast and cold. But we're gonna replace some reading lights in the aft cabin and in the V-berth and put a new lock on our door that is broken on us. So this is what we're starting with, and more projects after this. First on the project list is our reading lights in the aft cabin. Look at these things, are pretty old there. They actually are still functional and have halogen bulbs in there, but it's time to replace them. They're old and original equipment.
Oh yeah, very original looking.
Very tarnished.
Not very pretty at all.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Meaning it's a bigger hole than I wanted. Like up front, it's a small hole. And there's a lot of screw marks there. So we'll have to see about that. Slight change of plans. We were gonna go with this reading light, a little bit more modern down here instead of this. But because of that, meaning that whole hole and the backing plate, we're gonna go with this. And the ones in the bow has a much smaller little hole without a huge backing plate and all those screw holes.
Well, I'm glad we had a couple of options.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rose? Do you have any thoughts?
She's the assistant.
Do you have an assistant?
Yeah, actually a supervisor.
She's always on quality control, huh?
Yeah, she's not an assistant, she's a supervisor. If she doesn't like something, she'll let me know.
Quality control, right there. Okay, you two better get busy.
Yeah. So I'm using butt connectors, but I like to also put electrical tape around the butt connectors in case a wire comes loose.
So you're almost ready to put the new one in?
Yeah, let's see if it's hooked up. And it is.
All right.
Before, after. Okay, new lights are up. Looking good in the aft cabin. Okay, now we're on the V-berth up front. So that's the old one. And there's a new one. Pretty slick. And it has a little light so you can find the switch. And you touch it once, touch it again. Turns on the light. Next project is the door lock. See this baby right here? It's not functioning, it's sagging down and the bolt's not latching. So I don't know why they didn't make that out of metal, they made it out of plastic. So I had to buy a whole new door lock. So time for the install.
Making a new recipe today that I'm really excited about. It's basically taking two different appetizer ideas and combining them into one, and the one is a little healthier than either of the other two. So it is jalapeno popper nachos. So there aren't going to be any chips. The base of the nachos is jalapenos, and I had gloves on and I took the membranes out of the jalapenos. And then I made a mixture of cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and scallions, and I've stuffed them. I'm about to bake them for about 12 minutes, and then I'm gonna take them out. I've got some taco flavored turkey meat I made up yesterday, and I'm gonna put some of that on here and some more cheddar cheese and cook them a little bit longer. And then when they come out, I'll garnish it with some scallions, some pico de gallo, some olives, and maybe a few other things, but I think it's gonna be super tasty. And intro. So this is a big weekend for us because we have some very special visitors, and we wanted to introduce you to some of the rest of our family. And this is our son Trevor and daughter-in-law's Jen's first time down at the boat since baby Brady was born almost 4 months ago.
Did somebody say baby Brady? Yeah, he's sleeping.
Baby Brady. People ask us a lot, what do your family and your friends think about this whole live aboard life thing compared to, you know, our son Trevor here and his wife Jen grew up in a traditional home. We had a big house and a big piece of land in Texas, and this is a little bit different.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, it definitely keeps you youthful and intimate is the word that I like to say. It's great because, you know, you could go and gather at a fireplace, and instead we're gathering down by the helm, and just, it doesn't surprise me because my parents were young at heart for their age, and without question, they've always just tried to find a new thirst for adventure, and this chapter is seeming to last because I think they love it, and it's really cool. I get to go to a boat, you know, all the time, so that's never bad.
This is unreal. San Diego in general is cool enough. If you're lucky enough to live here, it's amazing. But the fact that we get to come down here on weekends, have brunch at the yacht club, I feel like I am living the dream. So I think they are the coolest in-laws I ever could have asked for. Not only are they in-laws to us, but they're our best friends. So
We're
it's really
super
special.
blessed, and it is fun to get to live the dream with these two and little Brady. Here in San
Speaking of
Diego.
Brady, let's check in with baby Brady. Speaking of adventurous, you're one big adventure. You are.
Late, but barely.
Who's up next to you, Mr. Tubbs? I'm Papa, and that's Glammy over there, for those of you that don't know. He's like, get that camera out of my face, Papa.
Yes, Rosie.
Bye, Brady. Bye, buddy. See you
Bye-bye.
soon.
Say bye-bye to the camera. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
So long. Say goodbye.
So long. Farewell.